Well, here it is. The Traditions Blunderbuss kit is finally done. I have completed this project, and I love the way it turned out. I just love this gun. It was a really fun project that I started the day after Christmas, and even though it's June, it didn't take me every day of working on it, or every week, or even every month. But it is done now, and just love how that came out. I wanted it to look old. I wanted it to look like it was maybe an antique, you know. I tried to make it look unique. So I hope I did that. I'm happy with it, and that's really all that matters. The last step was bluing the barrel. And I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't go very dark with it. It's actually just a very dark gray, and I like it a lot. I was going to go darker originally, but when I saw it reach this color, I decided to stop, because there was just something about this dark gray and not going full with that. I could have done a few more coats, but I stopped. And originally I thought maybe, at one point, I thought of leaving it just in the white, just that really nice silver, because it just looked really cool, especially on this stock after I had completed the stock. And I put the barrel on, doing some fitting, and I thought, you know what, I love the way that looks. I might just leave it like that. But there was a few problems with that. It didn't really match the lock at all. You know, because you can see the lock is a lot darker than a bright, shiny barrel. So I decided to go ahead and blue it. And I think also that maybe when it's bare metal like that, I'm not sure if it would have been protected. And I do plan to use this, so rain and just moisture, and it may not have been the best idea to do that. But if you want to do it, go ahead. Because that's what makes these kits so much fun and makes them great, is you can do whatever you want with them. It's up to you. You use your imagination, and you can see the stock. A lot of people have been commenting on the stock because because you don't really see one that looks like this, and I wanted it to look different. I used two different kind of stains on it. I put the darker one on first, and then I sanded it off, and then I put a lighter one on, and then I finished it with the linseed oil, the boiled linseed oil. So there's no polyurethane or anything like that on it, because I wanted it to look old, wanted it to look original. And again, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I mentioned that in one of my other videos. You know, this is a brand new gun, never been shot before. It's not something from the 1600s, even though it looks like something a pilgrim would be carrying, or maybe a pirate, something like that. And that's what's cool about it. That's why I love it. But as you can see, it is a percussion cap. And I would think that most of them back then were flintlock for sure. I'm not sure if they were still making them by the time percussion caps came around. Maybe. Not real sure about that history. But this one is a percussion cap, so it'll be a little more reliable, and I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to fire it, and that's the next thing I get to do. And I will make a video on that, of seeing how it goes. It's a 54 caliber, but it is meant to put shot down the barrel because it's like a shotgun. It's the original shotgun. And if memory serves me right, blunderbuss means thunderstick. And I don't know, it doesn't get cooler than that. I love this thing. I love how it turned out. I had some issues with it. In any kit you get, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have some issues. It's nothing that the average guy can't handle, though, or girl. Anybody doing one of these or wants to do one of these, don't feel like you can't just because you're not a gunsmith, or maybe you haven't even worked with wood. It's not something you can't pick up and figure out. So that's what's great about them. Also, that's another great thing about these. So I had a couple issues, but nothing I couldn't handle, and it's complete, and I love it. Love how this turned out. So Traditions has this marked as one of their easier kits. And they have some like difficulty levels, and I know this is like the easiest one. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think it was any easier than any gun I've put together yet. I'm assuming they put it at such a low level is probably because the amount of parts. It doesn't have a lot of parts that came with it, You know, like not a lot of screws. There aren't a lot of fancy things on it, so maybe that's the reason. Not real sure, but the most difficult gun I've put together and the easiest. There's not a. It wasn't a huge gap really, and maybe I'm just bad at it. You know, that could be another part of it. But I just love this thing. I really like how it turned out. It's finally done. I can't wait to use it. I really, I'm really chomping at the bit to go and fire this. And I'm not sure if my gun range will allow this because although it's black powder, which they do allow, it's kind of considered a shotgun. So unless I put a 54 caliber ball down the barrel, I'm not sure they will let me use it on the shotgun part of the range. I have to call and find out. If not, I'll just have to wait till I get to Pennsylvania, where I can just go in the woods and shoot this thing, or shoot it at our house. So either way, I will make a video. That will be the next part. I'll make a nice video of a bunch of shots with this, the blunderbuss. So here it is, finally done after 6 months. And I love how it turned out. Love how this turned out. So I do recommend this kit. It's not the most, it's not the fanciest blunderbuss I've seen online. It's not the most historically accurate, you know, like I said, it's a percussion cap. But you get to say, I built a blunderbuss, and you get to say, I own a blunderbuss. And I think I'm going to hang this up like a decorative piece when I'm not using it. And I just want people to walk in and go, whoa, what is that? You know, that's kind of the idea. So it's just all around cool. I do recommend it, like I said. And if you want to do this as one of your first kits, I recommend that too, because it wasn't that expensive and it wasn't that difficult. So it makes a good beginner gun. And anyways, here it is. So thank you for watching, and if you make one of these, I hope you have as much fun as I did.